Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm joined here by the beautiful, the glorious Bedtime MMA. How you doing, brother?
I'm beautiful, man. I've never been called beautiful before. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. It's good to
Really,
be here.
I'm happy that I'm the first one to be able to call you that. And you know, I this feels very similar to the first time I met Bilal. Like meeting you. You guys have the same kind of vibe going on.
I was just gonna say, bro, I don't know if I should be insulted. The guy with one eye has called me beautiful, but I appreciate it, man. No, just kidding, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely a decision that you got to make. I know you're good at making decisions these days, so let's make some decisions on this tier list. So, if you guys haven't seen by the title, we're going to be ranking UFC fighters based on how we think if they can make a championship run, if they can hold a belt, if they're fighting for a belt, contending top 15, if they're the worst NPC you've ever seen, like a GTA character, or if they're going to be in the PFLL. Holy shit. I have
PFLL, dude.
CTE. I have CTE. It's my keyboard. It's my keyboard.
Okay, we
All
have
right.
CT.
All of us do. We are all brain dead. So we curated the most perfect list that we could to see who's going to make title runs, and we're going to put together our beautiful brain cells to get this done. My one eye and his decision making skills to the test. So first of all, we have ourselves in 1 and 2. We have Mr. Bedtime as Bilal. Where would you put yourself in
My coach,
the championship
my coach
standings?
Bilal Muhammad. I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good fight IQ. Solid decision making. Let's just say that. Pretty explosive striking. Pretty good grappling. We're gonna put Bilal Muhammad. I think honestly, gatekeeper to the belt. I think that's what's been proven right now in the top 5. I don't know if you agree, if you disagree, but he won the belt from Leon Edwards, and I think he weeds out the guys like Sean Brady and all that. But JDM, that's a level above. Ian Gary,
Yeah.
that's a level above. So I think he's the gatekeeper to that kind of section now.
Yeah, when we start talking about, actually guys who know how to throw punches and kicks, that's when he starts to struggle, is, guys that he can't just make great decisions against. But I agree, gatekeeper kind of guy that you don't want to fight, like, hard matchup, is going to take you down a bunch. Definitely annoying, but I don't see him reaching the top of the pedestal, especially with a guy like Islam there. Like, come on, let's be real. I know he's your guy, but do we really think he has a chance against Islam?
No, I think that Bilal Muhammad, like he won the belt at a perfect time. Like I'm happy that we got to see him dunk Leon Edwards on his head. I was happy to see that. Okay, save the welterweight division from Leon Edwards once a year, leg kick decision. Bilal Muhammad's the GOAT, man. He's one of the legends of the channel. But yeah, I think right now he's gatekeeping that belt.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'll be a perfect role for him. He'll last in the UFC for a while. He'll probably knock off a few guys for a bit, but this is where he'll be.
Do you think he's gonna beat Bonfim?
Spot. Do I think he's gonna be who?
Bonfim that he's fighting. I think next week.
Oh, they fight next week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Little side quest question. I do. I think that Bilal, he has those Canelo hands, and sorry.
bro.
Yeah.
Striking, the grappling, the wrestling, bro. Literally, bro.
Yeah, no, he's the perfect fighter. No, I think that he gets it done against Bonfim. He's a guy who knows how to. I'm not even saying this a joke, but he's a guy who knows how to get the decision wins. Like, I'm not even trying to bullshit.
Hey, nothing wrong with the decision, lads.
Yeah,
right?
nothing wrong. When you're a gatekeeper, all you gotta do is win, bro. You don't gotta be flashy. You just gotta win, and that's where he's at. All right, that's a long discussion on Mr. Bilal. Next we're gonna go to myself. I'll take the I'll take this one. If we're being like real here, I think he's just ranked.
Yeah.
I think that he has really dynamic striking. It's fun. It's cool. He looks cool. He's got the one eye. The story, he looks like an actual pirate. But when we're talking about actual skills and being a champion what weight class is he even? What is he?
He's 185. I agree with you.
Like who do we see him beating? Like honestly, I don't like. I
honestly think Bo Nickel would beat him. I think Bo would beat him.
Yeah, I do too. I think the Bo would do a good job closing distance and getting to like the takedown, and I don't see Shara stopping like a high level wrestler or any guys that have high, even like an RDR. Like I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Shara actually competing for a belt. I think that he's fun to watch. He'll always get some eyes to tune into the prelims of the Abu Dhabi cards, but I don't see him being much more than that, unfortunately, for my GOAT. But it is what it is. He's going to stay in ranked.
I
Next, we
agree, man.
have the Mr. Corner Chair, Ian the Goat Gary, the leg kick jab mastermind. What's your initial thoughts on Ian Gary?
I think honestly, at some point he will win the belt. I actually do think he will be the champion at some point. I think he should be next for the belt. I just made a video about this the other day, and you got to understand it hurts to glaze other welterweight contenders besides my boy JDM. But I just have to be objective, bro. Like Ian Gary, I mean, beating Carlos Prates, beating Bilal Muhammad. I think the frame that he has at welterweight, like this guy's fucking ginormous for welterweight, but he doesn't cut a lot of weight either, which is a good thing, I think. Yeah, I think his grappling is really, really high level, solid striking as well. I definitely think he'll win the belt at some like either he will somehow beat Islam, which I'm not 100% sure. I don't think that's going to happen, but I mean, I don't think Islam's going to stick around for long. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't see Islam being a guy who sticks around for a while either. I feel like he kind of follows the Khabib path. I know Khabib had, circumstance with his father, but I think that Islam will kind of get his money and run type of deal.
Yeah.
And Ian Gary's a guy that I studied a lot early on in my career just because he does such a good job of doing what it takes to win. And I think he showed a higher level in his fight game when he fought MVP because everyone was expecting him to, do this trade battle with him. And I think that it was super intelligent for him to not do that and to do what he did in that fight. And yeah, it was boring and he got the decision. But I think that Ian Gary showed that he could take the fight where he needs to, to get these wins. So Ian Gary, in my mind, is a guy who I also believe will be the champion one day. I think that he has the right skill set. He has the right mindset. He's got that cocky arrogance about him that I think that you need to be a champion. If you want to beat a guy like Islam, you have to have that self-belief about yourself. Yeah, you got to be delusional. Like, even if you don't, like, everyone else is going to say, oh, Islam's going to beat Ian Gary. As long as Ian Gary believes that Ian Gary could beat Islam, that's all he needs. And I think that he's the right guy for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. One thing about him too, I don't like the guy. I find him pretty annoying, like his personality, but he is really good. And one thing I like about him is he's super active. Like he will just fight anybody. He'll take short notice fights. He'll take all sorts of matchups like MVP, Jeff Neal, Carlos Prates, like Balam. Like they're all totally different styles, and he's figured out all of them. So yeah, he does deserve a lot of credit for that. Oh man, yeah,
that's what I say. Like he's figured out how to beat all these guys, and he's taken these fights, and he's kind of like collecting all these little pieces here and there, and he's upgrading his skills. And I think that that's a really good. That's what you need to be a champion is to just take all these pieces from all these other fights and not just take, picked out fights where you're getting the best advantage where, whether that's the striking department or the grappling. I think he's done a really good job of taking, even like sometimes not good matchups and then winning those fights. So I really like Ian Gary to become the champion. And we'll move on to my personal favorite UFC fighter, Corey Sandhagen. I don't know if many people know that. I don't know where I have a card of him somewhere, but Corey is my GOAT. I think that he has some of the best fight IQ. And I think that at least for me, I think that his stand-up game is just some of the most beautiful when you talk about footwork, stance switching, creating angles, creating traps, and just pure explosiveness. I think that Corey Sandhagen is one of the best in the game. What are your opinions on Corey?
He's going gatekeeper, bro. That's all I got to say. He's going gatekeeper, bro. Listen, I love Corey. Listen, I like Corey Sandhagen. Whoa, calm down. I like Corey Sandhagen. Okay? Come on, bro. He ain't touching that belt, bro. I love Corey Sandhagen. I'm a fan of his style. I think O'Malley beats him. Jan already beat him. Umar already beat him. Marab already beat him. I just don't see it, man. I feel like he's a level above like a Song Yadong type of guy who gatekeeps that top five. Corey Sandhagen is like, if you can beat him, you deserve a title shot. You're fighting for the belt. You're the guy challenging for the belt. I think he's really good. I like his grappling. I think his jiu-jitsu is really cool as well. That's an underrated part of his game. Like that submission that he had over Mario Batista, legendary win. That was a great win. But I just have to be real, bro. I mean, dude, Corey Sandhagen, he had the title shot against Marab. He was switching stances at range. He was flicking the inside leg kicks. He got boomed by Marab with an overhand, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He did get cracked by Marab.
No, bro, it's okay, bro, because I just had to watch JDM lose to Prates. Like, it's okay to watch it. It's okay. Like, it hurts, bro. I know how it feels.
It does. I know how it feels. I kind of knew the Corey train was over when I watched the Umar fight. When I watched that fight, I realized, oh shit, maybe there is levels of this. Yeah, that was bad. That one hurt.
Bro, I watched my goat get 50-45 too, bro. It's okay, bro. It's all right, man.
It is what it is. Man. But we don't even talk about like fight for belt. Like, okay, so imagine Sean beats Abi at the White House, and then they fight. You'd think that they match Corey, and then that is now the title fight. You don't think Corey has a chance against Sean?
I think that's a good matchup for him, but I still feel like O'Malley would win that. Like I do think Sean O'Malley would have an advantage in terms of power on the feet. Like I think that Corey Sandhagen technically, okay, maybe he'll have something that O'Malley hasn't seen before. He switches stances quite well. He'll mix in the wrestling, but I mean, Sean O'Malley's been preparing to do that and improving on that for a decent amount of time now. Like Aljo, Jan, Marab, like all these guys mixed in wrestling on him. And overall, like obviously he got finished by Marab, but he did quite a decent job in that first fight against Marab. So I just feel like Sean O'Malley overall has beaten better competition, like higher level competition. Not like quantity of ranked wins. I think Corey's beat more ranked guys, but O'Malley beat Aljo, beat Jan. Even though some people think it was a robbery, still close enough to give him the win. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think he beat Jan.
So I think that's where I stand on it. I do. Maybe he could fight O'Malley for the belt. I guess I'd concede that.
Well, you know what? Now that you're talking about it more, I do see the gatekeeper role. It's like maybe I have that bias just because he is my guy. So we're gonna put him.
If he pulled up JDM, we'll be champ. He will be the champion again. Even though I know in my heart, okay, it's gonna be tough. You know, like I feel you, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm just gonna put it at gatekeeper. It hurts, but there is that still chance that I could see him fighting for that belt. All right, Corey, I'm wishing you the best. If you see this, I wish you the best. Me and him have the same manager, by the way, so hopefully I'll be able to train with him soon.
Oh shit, dude, that's what the fuck? You have a manager, bro?
Wait, you don't have a manager?
No, dude. Damn, that's crazy.
Bro, come on, get your game up. You're famous, bro.
Big time. Yo, this guy's big time. Holy shit.
Oh, you're more big time than me. All right, come on.
Holy shit.
Joe Piper.
Officer Piper. I'm going to say ranked. I'm going to say ranked.
I agree. I don't know if he'll be... Now, here's a guy... Actually, here's the thing, guys. Yeah, here's the thing. Joe Piper is the guy that could just when you possess the power that Joe has, there's always that argument that he's gonna knock everyone out. You know what I'm saying? When they have that special gift, like a Derek Lewis type gift, we don't think Derek Lewis is the greatest fighter of all time. No, like we agree that he's probably gonna lose most fights. But why do we watch Derek Lewis? Because there's a fucking chance that he takes the dude's head off. And it's the same thing with Joe Piper. And I think that Joe Piper is also a pretty decent wrestler. And I think that he has pretty good jiu-jitsu as well.
Yeah, he does.
I think that Joe Piper kind of got a lot of I think people looked at him pretty bad after that Gastelum fight just because it was really sloppy and everyone was expecting him to, murk Gastelum. And he kind of drew that fight out. I think that I think Joe Piper really can fight for the belt. I don't know if he's going to be champion, but I could see Joe Piper just because he also has made a name for himself. And I think that he has decent star power. And I think he's very well-rounded and he very much believes in himself. And I think that could be something that leads him to fight for the belt. I'm saying he's going to be a champion? No. But I do have a case for him fighting for the belt.
I was actually just about to say, you know what? I see exactly. I was just about to say, you know what? Put him in fight for the belt because he does have the Dana White privilege as well. Like he's already top 5 and the title's in a weird position where Strickland's going to fight Imavov and DDP's probably going to fight Kamaru Usman or some shit like that. I could see a world where Joe Piper actually does get a title. You know what? I actually agree with you. I think fight for the title because his jiu-jitsu and his wrestling is actually really good too. I think that's a big factor.
It's very underrated. I've seen training clips a lot of him. He comes out of a very good gym out in Philadelphia where they have some killers out there. I've heard I'm not close to Philadelphia. I'm a few hours away, but I've heard through the grapevine of people that gym that they train at just has some absolute studs that they train with. And, they have some killers out there. So I think that, I think this is exactly where Joe Piper belongs just because that weight class is also in a weird division. Yeah. I think that it's pretty weak. I'm going to be honest. Hamzat kind of just got fraud checked. And then we have Strickland, who's, he's the champion, but do we think he's that dominant as a champion?
Dude,
I don't.
Especially if DDP gets the belt back because he's already beat Strickland twice. And if Strickland beats, let's say Strickland beats Imavov again, then he's probably not going to get a title shot. So I could honestly see it being like DDP beats Strickland and then he fights Piper.
Right, so. I agree. That's a very plausible outcome for that weight class. So I think that fight for the belt is a great spot for him. Now we're going to go to the Penn State locker room legend.
The mind reader.
The mind reader, the sidekick, Bo Nickel. I'm gonna let you take it. You could take the start on this one.
Bro, Bo Nickel, man. Well, once he figures out knees to the body, I think this kid's gonna be unstoppable, dude. I think once he figures out how to deal with that, once he mind reads his opponent to know that they're gonna knee him in the thighs and the body, I think he may be a future champion. Nah, okay, listen. Where the fuck do you actually put Bo Nickel? Because I know he has the wrestling pedigree where I'd be kind of dumb to be like, yo, he's an NPC, bro. He's not even gonna be ranked. Because I think he will be ranked. I think he's good enough to do that. But I don't know. Like, here's the thing about Bo Nickel, you guys. Right, dude. Listen, you guys. He has more Dana White privilege than Joe Pyfer. So I could honestly see them fluking this guy into a title shot somehow. I could honestly see them giving him like, I don't even know. I was gonna say maybe like Adesanya, and then somebody else that's coming off a loss, like a really good matchup for him, like maybe Anthony. I don't even know. Anthony Hernandez, maybe that's the best possible outcome for him in the top 5 for him to like fluke a title shot. I'm gonna say, but he lost to Renya Derrida, bro. Like, fuck.
Right, I got beef with Renya Derrida. If you're an OG fan of me, I don't know if you've even seen it, but I had a huge bet one time on Renya Derrida, and that fucker sold me
against
so
who?
bad.
Against who?
Who do you think?
Fuck. Well, he must have lost then against Brendan Allen. Is that it? Oh, dude, BL, dude, you can't doubt on Brendan All-In Allen, bro. That's your first mistake.
That fight had veins. I have a vein in my forehead, and that fight had this vein fucking pulsing. I was so infuriated. Like, I've never been more infuriated. I've started, bro. I'm not even gonna talk. Let's move on from that shit. Before
I've had fights like that. Don't worry, man. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah,
like I said,
no, that genuinely pissed me off. It wasn't even from the fact that like he was like lost. It was the way that he did it, like in just such like a I am such a piece of shit way.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, back to
He dragged it out too, bro. He was like flopping around the canvas for a couple rounds.
Yeah, bro.
It would have been pure rage bait. Like, all right, just lose already, bro. Like, I don't want to see this.
No, literally, I was like, bro, just get this shit over with. Now you're like, now you're fucking my eyes, and I gotta watch this for 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching money just get burnt.
Bro, that must have been like the Patchy Mix Batista. I feel like a lot of people had that experience watching Patchy Mix just get.
Yeah, I put Patchy Mix. I put money on him every single fight as well. So,
brother.
Yeah, just burning money. I'm the worst. I mean, we all know. If you follow me,
yeah, you did. No, bro, you cursed JDM. You fucking cursed JDM. You fucking did it, dude. I forgot about that. Yo, you fucking cursed JDM, dude. You did this.
Hey. I'm just going off vibes in my
analytics. You cursed Max Holloway as well. The fuck,
all
dude.
Right. All right, it's like I'm trying to make the best pick, and then sometimes my energy is too much and my aura is too much. It almost psychs the fighter out. So that's why I have the cursed picks. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, I feel you,
bro.
So
much aura that when I pick them, they get overwhelmed and then they shit the bed. So we call it.
I've heard that before from me as well. Like they're like, oh my god, Bedtime picked me. You know, it just kind of makes them a bit nervous. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel that. You know.
Yeah, right. All right. We got really off the track of Bo Nickel. That's kind of what Bo Nickel does, though. You kind of forget about him. No, I'm just kidding. Let's put him at.
Well, he would beat Shara Bullet. Let's use that as like a, he would beat
Shara Bullet. He would beat Shara Bullet. By the way, the Bo Nickel joke was a joke. Me and Bo Nickel are friends. Let's
Damn,
put
you talking shit about your boy? Come on, man.
Bro, it's just a joke. It's a joke. It's okay to mess around with your friends. He would beat Shara Bullet.
But I don't know. Do we think Shara Bullet be ranked though? I don't know. I actually don't. You know what? I don't think he would be ranked. You know what? I'm kind of seeing the vision here.
You're seeing the vision. Okay. I think that this makes a lot more sense. I think this makes a lot more. I feel like we kind of jumped the gun on this just because we didn't have enough filled in. But as we fill in some more now, I'm really starting to see how we can move him down to NPC, and then we put Bo Nickel. I think that this is a great spot for Bo Nickel.
Yep. I'm with you.
I think that he'll be around, and there is a path where he can get some Dana White privilege. But I think for now, just based on what we've seen in his fights, I think that he has potential to be a champion. But I also think that he could just stay in the ranked era.
It's kind of like a Paddy Pimblett of the middleweight division. Like he could get boosted up to like top 6, top 5, but I don't know if he's necessarily. I don't think he's ever going to win the belt.
I agreed. All right, let's move on to Charles. Charles, he's getting up there. I didn't even realize that we had him in this spot in this ranking list, but he's here, so we can keep it quick on Charles. We kind of all know what he is, what he stands for, who he fights, and how he fights. What we just
Fight for the
155.
belt,
I
bro.
mean,
This is a title
yeah,
defense for Arman Sarukian when he wins the belt somehow. Like, I don't think Arman will beat Ilya, but I could see a world where Ilya vacates or leaves or some shit and Arman becomes the champion. And then they make this fight because it makes a lot of sense. And it was a good
yes,
fight, the first one.
yes, I agree. I really wanted Charles to win that first fight,
Yeah.
and I do think that Charles wins the rematch. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that's a bold take. I think that Charles wins that rematch. I think that if their first fight was 3 rounds, correct? Before I say the statement,
Yeah.
I think if that fight goes 5 rounds, I think Charles wins that fight.
I don't know. I do disagree slightly because I feel like Arman was starting to out damage him in round 2 and 3. And obviously Charles had the submission attempts, which a lot of people point to as like, oh, he won the fight or whatever. But I feel like overall Arman landed more shots and had those takedowns and those elbows in the guard and like out damaged him in the second and the third. He was kind of like out wrestling him and out grappling him in the third as well before that last second like DAS attempt, which wasn't even on.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. But with Armin's recent, he's treating life like he's a Twitch streamer, like he's like his speed or something. Do we think that that's affecting, him becoming a champion one day? Because I'm assuming a guy like Charles is constantly in the gym right now, training every day, trying to be this champion. And then we look at, Armin, and he's just making TikToks with Nina Drummond. So
that's true.
Are we really, he is competing a lot still, but he's just wrestling, and he might be training here. I'm sure he's training on the go, but is he training with the intensity and with the mindset of becoming a champion? If we're just being honest,
I don't know. I'm concerned now that I know he's like mainly with Hamzat and whatever the fuck they're doing. So that is
I mean,
concerning.
their gym. I know that they've at that Jackson gym. I know that they've been creating a good squad, and I followed some of those guys on that squad for a while. Like they brought in guys like Pat Downey for the wrestling, if you know who that is. And just like some other guys, I see that they've been bringing in a bunch of guys to build this camp up. But after seeing the Hamzat performance, it definitely puts a bad taste in our mouths for that camp. But again, I don't think Charles ever beats Ilya. I don't think anyone beats Ilya.
No,
I say it's a 55. I think Ilya is the best fighter in the UFC, no doubt. Pound for pound. So
I mean, besides Islam, I think Islam's the only guy I would pick to beat him.
Okay, so you think? Okay, side note, you think that Islam versus Ilya at 155, who wins that?
No, at 155, I'd probably pick Ilya, but 170, Islam absolutely blobs him.
Okay, let's just say that there's no weight classes involved, and they are both the same exact weight, and there's no Islam's coming down or Ilya's going up. They're both just right in the middle in weight. Who do you think?
I mean, it's hard to tell in that world because that is a factor. I feel like
that is true.
Like, you understand. You know what I mean? Like, there's guys that you're probably better than, but they're bigger than you, and they would make it really competitive or maybe beat you, even though skill for skill, like you're better than them. You know what I mean? Like, it is a factor.
It is because Islam's one of his big things is how big he is,
and strong. When he gets on top, you're just fucked. Yeah,
like we saw against your GOAT, and we saw what happens when he gets on top. He's just so fucking dominant,
he just has this ability to fluke a win over JDM, even though.
Yeah, bro, that was rigged. That was so rigged. But yeah, Charles is gonna stay right here and fight for the belt. Next, let's go on to a guy that I think just put on one of the most impressive performances against a guy that had a lot of hype around him. And Arnold Allen is a guy that I've been a fan for a long time. Yep. And he really showed, and I kind of put this out there on the internet that I knew Arnold Allen was going to show some levels in this fight. And man, against Costa, he looked amazing. You watched that fight, right?
Yeah. Dude, he looked good. I mean, this is what he does. Yeah, as we like to say on my channel, this is what he does. We love Arnold Allen, bro. But he is like the Corey Sandhagen of the featherweight division. Is he not? Like, I feel like Arnold Allen, he's badass. He's really good. He has a close fight. He kind of, and similar, a guy that's similar is like Song Yadong fighting this weekend, where when you put him against like Yan or O'Malley or whoever, it's going to be like a 29-28 decision loss. Same with Arnold Allen. Like when he fought Max Holloway, close fight, great performance from him. When he fought Gene Silva, close fight, lost that one, but it was like close. You know what I'm saying? Movsat everywhere. People thought he got robbed. You know what I mean? Like that's how good this guy is. So I think that maybe he could fight for the belt depending on circumstances. Like let's say maybe Volk retires, Evloev's the champion, Arnold Allen gets to fight Yair Rodriguez. Then yes, I would say give him a title shot. But at the same time, the only problem is Diego Lopez is there. he's always one fight. I'm surprised they didn't make Volk Lopez 3. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. They probably thought
or
about
4
it.
or 5.
Yeah, when he beats Steve Garcia, he's probably going to get to fight Evloev for the belt at some point next.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like maybe but Gene Silver's always there too above him, who has a win over him. And he's going to get a title shot. And I feel like Aaron Pico, if he gets the right matchup, they're going to give him a title shot. So
exactly.
Yeah, I think
he'll probably fight a guy like Aaron Pico.
Yeah, I think Gatekeeper or like fight for the belt. That's where I put him.
If there was a middle spot right here, I feel like this would be the spot for Arnold Allen. Like if all circumstances go well, fight for belt. But if we're being realistic, Gatekeeper. But he is a high-end gatekeeper.
Yeah,
he is a high-end gatekeeper that also, if things turn right, he could be the one fighting for the belt.
Similar to Corey, right? Like Corey got the circumstances where he hadn't fought Marab, so he got a title shot off one win. I could definitely see that happening with Arnold, and we love Arnold Allen, so we want to see that.
We all do. We all love Arnold Allen. I think that's a perfect spot for him. Next, we're gonna go off to the Canadian legend, the Drake, Mr. Drake himself. What are your thoughts on this fella?
Put this guy in fucking NPC, dude. I mean, like, Ayman. I like Ayman Zahabi. I actually don't want to hate on Ayman Zahabi, but I'm gonna be real, bro. I think O'Malley's gonna slime him. And
he's gonna slime him out bad. He's gonna slime him out so bad.
Yeah. Yo, but like this could be the start of an edit when Zahabi beats him. We could be in the start of the edit, like, yo, he's gonna slime him bad, and then it cuts like ice man, and then boom, he beats fucking him. I could see that. I could actually see that shit, bro. Do you ever think like that about fights?
Oh, bro, I think about that all the bro. When I made my video of me retiring and crying, I was like, in the middle of my mind, I'm like, bro, people are gonna edit this to like some sad ass song and all my highlights.
Like, bro, it's gonna be a crazy edit of like your career, yeah.
They did, and I was like, bro, I think about that all the time.
See, all I get is edits of me and Mario Batista, like, it's just like seeing her. That's what I fucking get, dude.
So, for the first time, you and
Bilal, it must be nice. That literally hit the timeline within an hour of my fight. So I'm glad you got some cool edits at least.
Yeah, no, I get some edits sometimes. So I definitely do think about that. That when I say something, I'm like, this might be an edit, but that'd be fire. Hey, if he wins, someone make an edit out of that.
Keep an edit,
remember that. Yeah. So, but if we're being real, NPC status makes sense. He's not CU in PFL, unfortunately, but because he's good, and he comes from a good camp out of TriStar, and he's got good people around him. He's just like boring, Like I don't like. There's a lot to be desired when I watch him fight. It's very. You know what he fights like? He fights like when I do Saturday footwork drills.
Yeah.
When I'm doing footwork drills for my fight camps and they're really boring. That's how he fights. Circle, 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 step, step, jab, jab, frame, step, step. Huh?
I like his stance though when he does this, like I like that when he does that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's just like there's a lot to be desired when he fights. Does that make sense? Like I think that he has potential to be really good. But like, it's not that fun.
Well, also he's quite old, so I don't think the UFC will give him these like big. I think they're putting him on the White House card to get slimed by O'Malley. Like I think,
100%.
Once he loses this, if he loses, like you don't know for sure, but I think he probably will. But if he loses this, they're sending this dude straight back to the Apex. Like you're getting an Apex co-main event. We're gonna put you in there with like Hownie Barcelos or some shit. I could really see that. So
yeah, I mean he's about to get the Chris Moutinho
treatment like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get the Chris Moutinho treatment again from Sean O'Malley. I think Sean's going to look insane against him. I could see Sean having a wild performance. I just had a buddy go down to Sean's gym like a few weeks ago, and he said that he went down to see Sean and train at that gym when Sean was like at the peak of his fame, like he just won the belt. And he said like Sean was like, like not super locked in on training. Like, he was kind of just training, but not like super dialed in. My boy went there a few weeks ago. He said that, bro, he was like, Sean is training to be like a champion again. Like he's dialed the fuck in.
Damn.
So I could see Sean O'Malley just coming in and showing like, how good he is again.
Yeah.
And just dominating a guy like him. Okay. Let's move on. We spent a lot of time on him. Gene Silva. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan. The personality, bro, it's too much for me. He is cornball level 1,000.
Yeah.
And for me, bro, he does the most. What do you think that he does the most? You think it's fine?
I 100% agree, bro. And it's like, Yeah, dude, the barking and shit and like the crying and like like I guess he's been through a lot. At first I thought it was like a LARP. I thought it was like a gimmick, but I guess that is really just him. But yeah, it's a lot. I would find it really draining to be around someone like that. And just emotes
Yeah.
in general, bro. I mean, I know you love to whip out a cheeky emote from time to time, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd low-key be on some Paul Daly shit, like swinging after the bell if somebody emoted on me, like Gene Silver. If somebody jumped on my back, I'm low-key swinging after the bell. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but like, see, like I do emotes from a place of like, I'm young and it's funny and I'm doing like stupid clip farm shit and like I know that it's stupid. So like that's what makes it funny. Like I accept that I look, like stupid. So I'm okay with that. Like he is dead ass serious when he's doing.
No, that's what I mean. He's doing too much. Like I think yours is like a tasteful amount of emoting. Like this is too much. This is like, okay, bro, we get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at.
It's like, all right, we know you're serious. Like, all right, like we know you want to be the champ, bro. You don't gotta cry.
Bro, the memes that came from that is pretty good though. Like,
no, I made one too that did pretty well on Instagram. He actually commented on it. He commented on my video. Because I did, after I won my 135 local amateur belt, I recreated the video of me screaming at it, and he commented on it. That shit was funny. But if we're talking about him as a fighter, not just personality, I do think that he has a very dangerous skill set. His hands are vicious. I really like, if we're talking about, this is kind of like a nuanced thing to talk about almost, but there's a new age of stances in MMA that are kind of dominating the sport. I don't know if you noticed that, but guys like my boy right here, and Gene Silva, and who else has this kind of, where's he at? Right here. And they all have the similar stance where they have a very good base and their hands are kind of on the same position. And it's all kind of like derived from a tree of Ilia Topuria, if that makes sense. If you look at the way that their stance is, they have a striking style that is so dangerous and it all comes from this same tree. And he has that style, which is, it's very dominant for knocking people out. And it's the best for generating power and also keeping
his feet planted when he's moving, right? Yeah.
Yes, and their hands are always in the perfect position to strike, counter, and keep themselves in a good position and without overextending. And if you pair that with a really good ground game, he makes for a really dangerous fighter. And I really like a guy like Gene Silva to be a guy that does eventually fight for the belt, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. I think the only problem
he has to win over Arnold Allen. Sorry to cut
you off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think definitely fight for the belt is where I'd put him. Because I think, could he beat Lopez in a rematch? Yes. Could he potentially finish Movsar Evloev? Maybe. But I feel like those two guys, they're going to be the next two champs of this division. Like I think maybe down the line he could beat one of those guys. I think he beats everyone else 100%. I would be like, yeah, he beats Arnold Allen, he beats Lerone Murphy, he beats this guy, whatever. Even Aljo. I think Aljo is pretty honest. Like I don't really want to fight this guy. I just want to get a title shot because I'm old. You know what I mean? Which is fair, totally fair. Like we love Aljo. Yeah. I don't want Aljo to get slimed by fucking Gene Silva, dude. And I definitely don't want to see Volk fight this guy either. Because I do not want to see, dude. Imagine if Gene Silva barks over Volk's spot. Like I don't want to see that. I don't want to even think about that shit. So fuck this guy. Fight for the belt when Volk retires.
Yeah, no, because like we said, Gene Silva has that dangerous striking where it's like if he fights Volk, like if he got matched up against Volk right now, all of us would be like, we'd be a little nervous because we know that how dangerous he is. And that's why I think he's always a guy that can tend for the fight for that belt. I like him in this spot right here. That feels perfect. I feel like this list right here is going well. Now here we've got a guy in Ethan Ewing. He's hot off the press. He's the brand new toy. He's the shiny toy we get to play with. And I'll play with his toy all day. Ethan Ewing is a guy who really showed that he was ready for the UFC. He had his opportunity, and man, did his win kind of just age kind of bad with Malcolm, maybe a little bit. I still think that Malcolm is a really, really, really good fighter, but a guy who has lost his confidence. Now that we could just touch on Malcolm real quick. I think that I don't know if you watched this fight, but it looked like he just didn't have that belief in himself in that fight. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think what it seemed like to me was he just kind of thought, I guess, it'll all just fall into place. Like it'll just happen. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't really that like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. Like I'm going to go in and this weapon will be there, this weapon will be there. Where maybe in the other fights we saw, okay, I use this body kick and then I switch stances, boom, that's there, right? Against Diaz, it seemed kind of like he's just going through the motions, like, I'll just KO this guy, whatever. I'm the favorite. You know what I mean? Like he'll just find it. But I think
something's gonna work out.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. But yeah, Ewing. What do you see as his ceiling in the UFC?
Bro, this is really hard to say because the bantamweight division's so deep, dude. Like, I think we need to see him again. Like, against, I guess Rafael Estevam was a very good grappler, undefeated, but was kind of like a flyweight that just, came up. He missed weight at 135 as well. How the fuck do you go up a weight class and also miss weight? Regardless, bro. Crazy. Ethan Ewing fucking tuned him up. I love the way that this guy fights. I definitely think bare minimum you have to put him ranked. I think right now I think he would beat Amin Zahabi right now. So I have to put him ranked bare minimum. But it's too early to say, yes, he will fight for the belt. It's just so hard to say. We need to, could you picture this guy beating Umar Nurmagomedov or Corey Sandhagen? Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just hard to say that right now. Now, gun to my head, ranked is where I put him.
Yeah, gun to my head, ranked. Like, if I had to guess his max ceiling, ranked. Like, high end of ranked, though. I'm talking, I could see him 9-10. Not, 8, 9, 10, around this range. I could see him being a contender, but we haven't seen enough. He's looked great. I love his style. His stance switching ability is great. The way that he keeps his hands, the way that he throws his hands, his kicks, the way that he sets everything up. His wrestling is great. Judo. He has everything that you'd want. A guy who takes risks. He takes fights on 2 days' notice, travels across the country, and gets a win as a huge underdog. That's a guy, and he fought a few days before. This is a guy that he has that mindset where he could be, potentially up here one day. But for right now, unfortunately, we just can't glaze too hard and we can't put him up there. So I think ranked is perfect, but a high end ranked. If we're talking about max,
I see him being like a Song Yadong. Like I see him being like a Song Yadong type of dude.
A guy that's a really hard matchup every single time.
Yeah.
I agree. I've kind of voiced my opinions about Josh Hogan a few times. I got some backlash for it, and everyone was like, "Oh, but you're always clip farming. You know exactly. You know what he's doing. You should be able to respect this. He's bringing some spice to the game, bro." I think Josh Hogan is one of the most insufferable people ever. I'm sorry. You could call me a fucking loser. I don't care if you disagree, whatever, bro. I know it's a character, guys. I know that he's trying to piss people off to get views. And I know that he's doing this all on purpose. I know that he's not this, I know that he's not this fucking stupid. Like this character that he's playing. I've seen videos of him like behind the scenes. I've talked to people that know him personally. Like I know that he's not the way he is, but it's just, bro, the character, in my opinion, is just so like annoying. And like, he like just bothers people. That's the problem. Yeah. It's just not like he's just like playing a character that's funny. Like maybe like he's just actually pissing people off. Like he's just like, why are you picking fights over Ilya? Like why are you just genuinely going out of your way to just be a bad human being? It's not even like he's just gaining views. He's just being a bad human being to people. And that's what annoys me is like, you're just not being a good person for views. And if that's what you want to do, go ahead. If people are like, oh, but you clip farm and you did, bro, I'm not a dickhead to everyone just to get some views. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get that rant off my chest real quick.
Yeah, I agree, man. I guess it's a very thin line, I guess. But the only thing I'll say in defense of Josh Hogan is imagine how good it's going to feel when Tom Aspinall slimes this dude out. You know what I mean? That's what this character is for. Like, I think that's what Hogan is completely like accepting of. Like,
100%.
I'm good. I'm a talented athletic heavyweight. Like he would have got, some shine in the heavyweight division regardless. There's heaps of athletic guys that come along and we're all like, yo, this guy's next up. But look at where like Mario Pinto is, for example. He's a guy that's like really athletic, really skillful, like solid jiu-jitsu, super high level. He's not even ranked right now. Josh Hogan beat 2 fat guys and then got to fight Curtis Blades. And now he's on the White House because of this character. So I kind of respect it, honestly. I think that it's very like, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? I would never do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that I have the same fighting style of Colby Covington, but I don't have the same gimmick, right? But dude, whatever you got to do to get your name out there and make it exciting. And honestly, I like it because he's not outwitting any of these people. Like the joke is always on him at the press conference. It's always like, look at this fucking idiot wearing this like cloak at a press conference. Like when Ilya hit him with the water bottle, that was fucking hilarious, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it was.
And honestly,
No,
if he got matched up with Pereira, imagine how hype motherfuckers would be. They would be like,
yeah,
yo,
'cause
he's gonna
everyone
get
he's gonna get fucking
slimed. You know
slimed
what I mean?
out.
Like, yeah. So that I like that. I like it for that aspect. I
No,
like that reason.
it does have the aspect of you got to respect it to some degree of like he is, gambling all this aura all
Yeah.
the time. Like he's always in an aura gamble.
Yeah.
And like I guess I gotta respect that, but in my opinion, I just don't really like it. But if we're talking about pure fighting skills,
He's
I
fighting
just
for the
kind of
belt,
harp
for sure.
yeah, I harped on his fighting skills, but they're gonna fast track this guy to the belt as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Heavyweight division fucking sucks, if we're being honest. It's the worst division in the UFC. It has been for a long time, and that's hard when you have the flyweight division that exists. Me and my small guys. It's
Dude,
hard.
flyweight's goated right now, though.
It
Like
is
flyweight's
goated.
actually dope, dude.
I know it's so goated right now, and I'm so happy. Unfortunately, I had to spare these guys and retire at at a young age. I would have been my weight class would have been taken over, but unfortunately, I'm in the NPC stat. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in the NPC status now. But if we're talking about Hokic's fighting ability, he really showed that he can compete with the top of the heavyweight division, which isn't, I guess, hard. I know it's hard, but like if we're talking about in terms of all the other weight classes, it's the easiest to just, you just bought the fast pass at a Cedar Point, at the roller coaster. He's good, but I think that he gets starched by the Tom Aspinalls of the world, the Cyril Gons, the Gable Stevensons.
Damn. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got to see Gable against like some actual competition. That's the only thing I have for him. But yeah, I think he has the tools. Like he definitely has that potential of like I could see this guy being really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. You think? I mean, fight for the belt just feels right for him.
Yeah, Hokic's definitely. Yeah, I think he'll fight for the belt.
Okay. Let's go a little out of order here. Let's go with the guy. Let's move Quillian up the list real quick. I want to talk about him.
My brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna be training with Quillian actually next weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be training with my boy. We're gonna get some work in out in Vegas, so that'll be fun. You guys will see some content on that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking lit.
That's fucking sick, dude. Damn, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
We're gonna do some gambling content together too. It's gonna be we're gonna be retard maxing. We'll say that. But Quillian, what do you think about a guy like him? Your guy
fighting for the belt, man. Fight for the belt. I mean, I'm obviously very biased, but dude, fight for the belt. I mean, this guy, not only is he gonna get the push from the UFC, but I'm just saying, look at who the top contenders of this division are. Ilia Topuria, minority. Charles Oliveira, minority. Max Holloway, minority. Okay? Arman Sarukian, do we count him? I don't think so, but I'll let you decide. All right. And above him, Renato Moicano, minority. Dan Hooker may now qualify for that. Okay. I think it's time for Quillian Salkiel to make this title. But honestly, this guy's really fucking good as well. He's actually got really high level grappling. He can knock people out. I think he's got something special to him as well that you can't quite name, or like you can't see it in the data, but it's just like when you watch this guy fight, you just get the vibe. He's like a superstar. You know what I mean? And I think that will
you feel that it.
Yeah,
like what we were talking about earlier with guys that believe in themselves. Guys that are in this range. Here. All of these guys. These are guys like honestly, I think that some of these guys below them are better than them than some of these guys up here in the fight for the belt. But it's this fucking belief that they have that carries them, and they have this it factor about them. And that's a hard thing to explain, and especially like as a fighter, like I've talked to guys that I fought before, and I'm not just saying this to fucking glaze myself, but they said that they felt like, they're like I just had this confidence about me that was like hard to like overcome. Like they already felt like kind of discouraged just because I was so confident in myself, and that could literally win you fights. Like my opponent said in my one fight, he was like, bro, I instantly just got discouraged as soon as we got in the cage. Like, not from like, he thought that I was a better fighter, just from like, he just saw that I was like, confident. And that's what these guys have is Quillian has this confidence and this fun that he has about him. And he's like, yeah, I love Quillian. He's super high level grappler, super high level striker. Yep. He could find his shots. He just proved himself against a savvy vet, which I think is a very important thing. He got clipped early and was able to come back. And yeah, I think that Quillian could definitely make a run and fight for this belt. I really do. I really hope so too. I really like him as a person.
Nah, he's a cool dude. He's a super cool dude.
Yeah, me and him are always like liking the same Instagram girls that are always on my feed. Me and him are always liking the same girls. So I know that's my dog.
Fuck, dude.
Bro, whenever I see a baddie on my Instagram reels, I always see that he likes it as well. I'm like, fuck, dude, how did you get here first?
Got here first, bro. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, bro, he's always on it. Okay, let's go to a guy like Atiba. Let's move him up the list real quick too. You know, this is a guy that is on paper or just visually. I'm sorry, visually, this is who you want fighting. If you're talking about a fighter, if you're showing your mom MMA fighter, you know, you want to show her something scary. This is who you show her. You know, this guy, he looks like he should be cast in the next Black Panther movie as like a villain or something. This guy is scary as shit. But I don't even know who that dude, that Russian, I think it was a Russian dude that he fought.
Pulayev, yeah, I remember.
All it takes is a few fucking teeps and a little bit of footwork, and all of a sudden this guy ain't that scary. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
What do you think about him though?
I feel like the only positive thing to take away from that is that it happened to him against an unranked guy and he still won. Right? Like imagine if we didn't know that about him until he fought for the belt. And you're like picking him to win, and then it's kind of like what happened with Ngannou, right? In the heavyweight division, he beat like 5 guys, boom, he's fighting Stipe for the belt, and then we realize, oh yeah, this guy has no wrestling. I mean, oh yeah, this guy actually has no accuracy. Like it's actually hard for him to track people down, right? But for Atiba Gautier to learn that lesson now, I think with time and because the UFC is going to push him and give him the right matchups, I'm going to say bare minimum ranked. Like I think he will be ranked. I think he'll be dangerous. I think he has the potential to fight for the belt, but I wouldn't say right now, yes, he'll fight for the belt.
Yeah, I think ranked is a good spot for him. He's a little bit above NPC just because he's
beat up a bunch of NPCs, like straight up like bottom barrel NPCs. Like, yeah.
No, like he actually has fought the NPCs. Like, bro, he's been a minus 1,500 favorite his last 3 fights. Like he is fighting the GTA characters that you run over without thinking about it. Yeah, he is the can crusher of all time. Yeah, that's the perfect spot for him, to be honest. Is there any guy right here on this top list that you want to pick out?
Dude, Beneil Dariush will be the champ. Nah, I don't mind. You pick whoever you want, bro.
Okay. Let's go with a guy. Let's pick Chase Hooper. This is a fun guy. Chase Hooper is a guy that, you know, this is my white brother. You know, we're from the same hood. We came out of O Block together, and it was a super rough time. You know, hearing gunshots every night, going to sleep definitely formed us. You know, how we grew up and shit. Shit was never sweet where we came from.
I mean, that kind of was nights where there was months where my parents didn't even make 100K. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel you, bro. I felt the same.
Yeah, no, I'm getting like kind of choked up even thinking about like my childhood and shit. Because like the shit that me and him had to do from a young age was just something that I don't.
Bro, I heard you guys used to be jaywalking all the time, bro. That's actually crazy.
Bro, we had the jaywalk to go. Never mind. I'm gonna get us in trouble for that one.
To go to private school, dude. The jaywalk to private school. It was hard.
We had the jaywalk to private school, bro. We had the jaywalk to put in our gated code. But nah, bro. Chase Hooper is a guy that I think has some of the best jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I mean, in the UFC, now that if I really think about it, like sport jiu-jitsu, he is one of the most slick guys. If you actually watched him on the ground in some of his fights, it is a beauty. And I think that he's looked so much better since he's gotten bigger. And as he matures more, if he got like a little bit more vitamin D and some sun, I think he would even, you know, level up a little bit more. But, you know, growing up in the hood, you know, like, you know, we don't get that much sun just because, you know, we smoke all day. So like it kind of fogs up the air.
Yeah,
so we don't get as much sun and shit.
You got to stay inside, bro. You don't know whether it's fireworks or gunshots in Westland. Or
right, like, and we always stay inside just because, you know, it's always dangerous where we're from.
Yeah.
That's why he is so pale. If you guys didn't know that,
you walk outside, just like, hey, Chase, made some cookies for you. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
the cookies have razor blades in them, bro. Watch how you're talking about cookies. Sensitive subject, bro. But Chase, his striking, man, somewhat to be desired on some days. Sometimes looks really high level. Sometimes looks like meh.
Yeah.
But his grappling is something that I think can carry him. I don't think that he's gonna be here or here. I think he's just right here. What do you think?
I love Chase Hooper. Okay, this is something I need to preface this with. I'm one of the biggest Chase Hooper fans there is. I thought this guy was Charles Oliveira 2.0. I had this theory that he was going to get like tattoos and go on a title run. low-key right now I'm feeling NPC. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling NPC. I'm feeling like he could dip his toes into the rankings, kind of like a Jim Miller. Like he could go on a little cheeky 3-fight submission streak and get like a ranked spot. But I don't know if I still want to believe in the Chase Hooper title run. You got to believe me. But right now, gun to my head, I'm saying NPC. I mean, there's no disrespect to NPC. Both of these guys were ranked. So
yeah. No,
I'll be top 7 right now. So it's not disrespectful.
Yeah, that is true. I guess it isn't disrespectful, but I do agree, man. I mean, it's in a weight class that just has so many killers, and we start talking about, the top, the creme de la creme of the top of the weight class, and then we throw Chase Hooper against him. It's, it's kind of like, man, even like Fazeev, it's like, does he get slimed out? Yeah. Like if we talk about BSD, does he get slimed out? Yeah. Right. Even a guy like your boy right here, like
because Beneil, like the only way you beat him is by chinning him.
Yeah, and it's like the grappling, could help him out, but Beneil has pretty decent grappling.
He's very good as well. Yeah.
Like it's not like that would be a tough fight. I mean, this might be the fight that we need to see. UFC.
Dude, we need to see Beneil Dariush, Grant Dawson, bro. Real ball knowers know that in the Apex would go crazy, bro.
That in the meta. That in the meta, the brand risk, the brand risk
meta Apex, Ray J on the undercard, dude. Let's go.
Ray J on the underdog, fucking no neck man and the midgets opening the card.
Sean Strickland.
I don't want to say slurs, guys. Here's a fucking thing, you guys. These small guys. Wait, can I call
you stay up to watch that,
dude? Yeah, I stayed up to watch that shit. That was terrible.
That's the only upside of being in Australia is that stuff is never like late night. It's always like just on a Sunday arvo.
Yeah. Man, that was a brutal watch. The Johnny Manziel fight was just because, like, I know you're not American, so like you don't understand. Like, you might not understand like the Johnny Manziel hype.
Dude, I love Johnny football, bro. No, I know Johnny Manziel, bro.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you're like, I don't know if you guys get Wi-Fi over there and shit.
Yeah, well, sometimes it depends. Yeah.
So I didn't know if you've ever seen him, but yeah, dude, that whole event was literally a fever dream. 3:30 in the morning, I was drinking all night watching that. Yeah, actual fever dream,
man.
Yeah. All right. We're getting sidetracked here. It's the CTE. Let's pick a fun one. Let's go. Wait, let me just do that real quick. Yeah. Sorry. Let's talk about a guy like Sean Brady. I feel like this is a good conversation. Sean Brady. Let me glaze him real quick. I studied him a lot for positional advantage grappling. I think I just made that up. But if we're talking about a guy who knows how to do fucking nothing in a position, but just hold you there, here's your guy. This is in the dictionary for holding you still. His grappling dominance. I'm sorry, I'm talking about your people and your kind, but guys like me, we go for submissions and shit.
Yeah,
but
it must be nice, bro. Fuck, what's that like?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get some cool clips and shit. You get some edits made. But Sean Brady is really good, but we saw against Morales, he gets framed mogged by everyone.
Yeah.
Like if we're being like, he's big, but like if we're talking about the top guys of his weight class, the Islams and the fucking literally everyone in that weight class.
Gary Proctor Morales frame mog him so hard,
and it's like we saw that. I don't even think Morales was like that much. This might be a hot take. I don't think Morales was even that much better than him. I just think that he frame mogged him so hard that it was so hard for Sean Brady to do anything.
Yeah.
Just because it was literally like it was hydrogen bomb versus a coughing baby, like size wise. It was bad. And I feel for him. But I wish he was just a weight class lower and I could really put him like will be champ. I'm not even joking. Yeah. But I think that he's a guy who's just a gatekeeper. What do you think?
I kind of agree. I kind of agree, especially now that when JDM and Bilal were the guys fighting for the belt, I would say 110% Sean Brady, he will be champion at some point. There's no way that Bilal can be champion and JDM can be champion and Sean Brady can't be champion because he's just as good as both of those guys in his own way with his grappling. I do steal a lot of his shit, like from half guard, like the way that he cycles between like the Kimura and the guillotine and passing them out and all this stuff. Really, really high level shit. I steal it all the time. It's like I love robbing people in half guard with the Sean Brady moves. It's amazing. But yeah, like you said, got frame mogged so bad by dude. The fact that Morales before that fight, Brady was the #1 contender. After that fight, this dude was talking about fighting fucking Dan Hooker next. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, bro. And here's my theory. Let me know what you think of this. I think not only did Michael Morales frame mog him, I think there was a bit of zest maxing that went into the fact that Brady just couldn't do anything. Like he was like frozen, bro. He was like frozen in front of him.
He was getting frame mogged so hard that he was in an aura deficit. So then he was forced to Jester Max in front of him, which then unfortunately put him in such an aura deficit that,
now the double knee pads put him in the aura deficit too. That
bro, the double knee pads, bro. He walked. I was there. I was at that card. Yeah. And I looked at my friend. I said, bro, this cat walked out in double knee pads. It's over,
bro. You were in the building?
I was in the building for that one.
You witnessed double 9/11 JDM and Whaley getting blobbed.
You want to hear the worst part? I was gonna go out with JDM if he won.
Bro, that happened to me in Perth, bro. That actually happened to me in Perth.
That happened to you? Universal experience?
Yes, that happened to me in Perth,
bro. Because I'm cool.
You're cool.
We both work with Street X. I forgot about that.
I was so excited. I was like, bro, the timeline is not ready for when me and JDM finally fucking meet, dude. My boy, dude, we're gonna celebrate this win. We're gonna fucking light up, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Islam flukes it, bro. CP flukes it, bro.
Bro, because it was me and Bradshaw. We were so hyped. We were like, oh, bro.
Yes.
After this win, we're going out. We're getting lit,
bro.
And we're getting lit because I was partying with Craig Jones hard the day before.
Yeah.
And I partied with Craig Jones twice now, and I was like, okay, I got to get a party with JDM in. Like, I need it. And then it was gonna be so generational, and then he lost, and then I was just like, and then I was supposed to go out with. I was gonna meet Quillian and them out at the bar, but bro, by the time I got back, I was like, I'm just chilling in the crib.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been generational, especially you and him link up. That would have been so generational. Like
the whole trip, I was thinking about it. Like, bro, the whole trip, no gay, like not on some gay shit, but just like I was bro, this is like the GOAT of the channel, bro. I was like, this is gonna be legendary.
Yeah, that's your dog.
Yeah, dude. I got to meet Quillian. I got to meet Benil Dariush. He was nice as fuck.
Really? Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, he's cool. But yeah, JDM, wasn't meant to be that day.
Hey, it'll happen someday. He just got to win. He's got to win
when we bounce back. When we sleep Mike Malott, we'll see who stays on our side.
Bro, Mike Malott owes me money from fucking 4 years ago for losing against who did he lose to? It was Sean Strickland versus DDP card, the first one.
Oh, Neil Magny.
Neil
Magny, bro.
Fuck, man, he owes me money for that fight.
We beat Mike Malott. I love Neil Magny. He watches my videos.
Neil Magny.
I love Neil Magny.
Does he actually?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, hopefully he's watching that one. Neil Magny, I love you too. But I'm sorry, you owe me money. Okay, let's do one more. We've been yapping for a while. This video is gonna be long as hell. I'll let you pick the last one. Someone that you feel passionate about.
I think we need to talk about Cyril Bongamin Gan, the biggest terrorist to the heavyweight division, who genuinely may ruin Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. We need to talk about this, bro.
I'm getting nervous because we're talking about eyes and eye pokes, and this is a sensitive subject for me. This is like pretty soon.
Would that just not work on you in that eye?
What do you mean, like the eye poke?
But like, let's say this never like got discovered, right? And you, I don't know, in some timeline you end up fighting like a French flyweight dude, and you get eye poked in that eye. Would it just not do anything to you? Would you just tank it?
No, it would definitely hurt. But yeah, so I have been eye poked in this eye before in my first fight, and it didn't really do anything. But I still am gonna take my time because fuck it, like I got eye poked. I might as well take my time. But no, if a guy like Cyril Gane eye poked me, it would definitely be an issue, bro, because I only got one of them. And, now that we're talking about it, I got some PTSD. I might have to put my glasses on. I don't think I have them. But if we're talking about a guy like Cyril Gane in the top of the heavyweight division, man, he's like, gosh, he's just like, okay. Like, he's a guy that you want to say is goated at heavyweight because, he's got this. He frame mogs. He looks good. He's got he's got decent striking. But let's not forget, he was like 4 strikes away from losing to Taito Ivasa.
Yeah.
Like, let's not forget that shit. That was
Yeah.
we're a few punches away from Tai Tuivasa not not being on with this losing streak that he's on. With the whole heavyweight timeline change, but now that he's a terrorist and he just fucking double whammies people in their eyes, finger punches them. Now we're talking about him in this situation, and I think that we just gotta put him at. But he just gets unlimited title shots, bro. It's so annoying.
That's the problem, right? Like, fuck, dude.
And no, I mean, you wanted to talk about him. I want you to place him somewhere.
I don't know, dude, because I'm thinking after this Pereira, I am nervous. I actually feel like he's a bad matchup for Alex. I feel like it's not ridiculous to say.
Now, why do you think that?
Because he's like a southpaw and he's really quick on his feet. He's quite light. He's kind of like similar to Ankalaev. Like he's a good striker. He's a southpaw. Moves around really well. He's got a good chin. Like we've seen him get dropped by Tuivasa. People bring that up all the time, but Tuivasa's like bombing overhands. You know what I mean? Like it's not really
true.
the
That's
same
a
as
hard
what
style
Pereira does. When have we seen Gane get like bombed with a left hook or he gets his leg chewed up? You know what I mean? Like it is kind of a random shot, and otherwise he fucked up Tuivasa in that fight. So I don't know. I think Gane is he looked good against Aspinall as well. I'm not saying he would have beat Aspinall, but he looked good in that fight. So
he did look very good leading up to his terrorist attack.
Yeah, the fucking gosh.
Yeah, that shit was annoying. Definitely didn't enjoy watching that. But do we say will be champ?
No, I think fight for the title. I think fight for the title is where I'd put him because I think I like to believe Aspinall would beat him in a fight because he has the grappling and he would have the type of power to change that fight. So even if he beats Pereira somehow, I think Aspinall will beat him.
Yeah, I agree. I
send your boy to the fucking PFL. Yo, dude.
Sorry, I misclicked. But yeah, I think that he's a guy that's going to contend for the belt. I really don't think that he beats Alex. I think that Alex also has that it factor that we were talking about with some of these guys where just, bro, that power is just fuck. Like every time he hits someone, it's like the fuck sound effect.
Dude, just, straight up.
Bro, he just slimes people out. But I'm pretty content with this list right here. I want to do a little recap real quick and see if this looks right. Like now that I'm really looking at this, but the fact that we only have one and will be champ out here is like,
hey, I mean, it's a big deal to become the champion,
It is a big deal. It's not like we could just give those out for free. I 100% agree. And I think that Ian Gary on this list is that guy that has that potential. So I'm actually happy with this. Are we finalizing this before the internet starts?
I feel like we cooked with this, especially with our reasoning as well.
Yeah, I think I'm happy that I feel like we gave, super high level, intelligent. I know that, as we said, you're the best decision maker.
Dude, we're two really undefeated fighters, like we know what we're talking about. Okay.
That is true. Wait, you've only, how many kickboxing fights have you had?
I've had like 7 Muay Thai fights, but I've had one MMA fight. I'm undefeated in MMA. So we're 2 undefeated MMA fighters. Okay.
True. All right. We'll leave it at that.
Thoroughly defeated in Muay Thai from time to time, but MMA, nobody.
Yeah. All right. I went undefeated in Muay Thai. I'm just going to.
Oh, shit.
Me versus Bedtime RAF match.
Oh, dude, you'll fucking destroy me, bro. I have no takedown defense, bro. I can grapple. I have good takedowns. I just have no takedown defense right now. So.
Yeah, bro. Hey, next time, bro, if you're ever in the States or if I'm ever out there, we have to train. That shit would go so hard.
I mean, you're training with my brother, soon.
That is your weight. How much do you weigh? I'm curious. I was thinking about this.
I'm walk around like 180.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were like
people actually think I'm a flyweight, bro. I'm actually 180, bro.
Bro, I thought you were like a featherweight.
No, I fight at lightweight.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were like a bantamweight or a featherweight. That's crazy.
Nah, bro, I fight at 55, yeah.
Damn, bro, you're chud maxing.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, all right.
Especially right now, holy fuck, since my fight, bro. Fuck, I've been eating good, boy.
Yeah, bro, ever since I've retired, this retired life has been nice. I'm over here.
I've been retired like 3 days. You're fucking up to my weight now, bro.
Bro, I've been retired for 3 days, and all of a sudden, I'm thinking about hopping on the steroid cycle. This jiu-jitsu life's gonna be real nice for me.
We should start a podcast like Poirier and Masvidal. Like, I'll get like a hair transplant like Masvidal. You can get like fake teeth like Poirier. I reckon get on roids, dude.
Dude, all of a sudden, we could call it the roided up cast.
Yeah.
CTE Roidcast. Some shit.
We can work on a name.
Yeah. No. Hey, chat. Let us know what kind of bullshit name we should make. But thank you so much, Bedtime MMA, for being on the channel. Thank you for now that I'm retired and have no job. I guess I'm gonna try to be a content creator like you and steal your job out here on the YouTube scene. But no, in all seriousness, this video was goated, and I appreciate you for being here. Make sure that you guys subscribe to him. This will be posted on my channel, so if you guys could please subscribe. This is my new full-time job, JOB. So please support.
He needs the job, guys. He needs this, okay?
Please, I do not need to work a 9 to 5, bro. I promise. Right. I thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. If you guys have any future ideas with me and him, if you guys enjoyed us, please let me know down below. Peace.